Guys, today's video is a little bit of an interesting one. You know, I love to play Ashe, and so today I'm bringing you a little bit of a different build. I'm bringing you a support Ashe video. Oh, looks like Kenny subscribed while I'm doing this intro. Would you look at that? Anyway, so for the items, you're going to want to go Man Immune, Imperial Mandate, Meteor, Black Lever, Leandre's Torment, and I have Guardian Angel here last, but you're not really gonna sometimes have this Guardian Angel because you will be building the sickle. You will be building the spectral sickle, so you're gonna have this item as well. That this is gonna be your starting off item because you could proc it pretty easily. And yeah, it's really good to have. Now for the runes, you're gonna want to go airy because you are gonna be poking. Weakness because you're going to be slowing people often, and being able to make your teammates do 5% more damage is huge. Nullifying orb because since you don't have much mobility, this barrier will come in handy when you're chunked low and the enemies are on you. And Mana Flow Man because you run out of energy quick with Ashe, and it works well with the Man Immune. And for the spells, you don't necessarily always have to go Ignite. You can go heal, you could go exhaust, you could even, I wouldn't even say barrier, but heal, exhaust, and ignite are all great options. And yeah, in this video, guys, I was duoing with another popular ADC Twitch streamer. His name's Zen. If you want to check out his YouTube channel, it'll be in the link down below, and you can go look at his YouTube channel. But he streams often on Twitch, and I recommend you guys to watch him. With that being said, let's get right on into the video. Hey guys, so we're doing another voiceover, man, and you know, I always love doing voiceovers because like I said, I'm able to kind of tell you guys a little bit more in-depth stuff. But yeah, I am playing with the #1 Jhin player in North America, which is Zen, very popular Twitch streamer as well. So yeah, make sure you guys do check him out. But anyways, I was like, yo, let me support for you because I've really been wanting to try out this new support Ashe build with the Imperial Mandate. Imperial Mandate's very strong, and it's so easy for Ashe to apply it because when Ashe uses her W, she's able to mark the enemy, and the W is on such a low cooldown as well, especially when you upgrade it first, which is really huge. And so when you're playing support Ashe, your job is to just be as oppressive as possible. So right here, you're looking at me trying to find angles on where I could poke them. And plus, since I have the sickle, you want to make sure that you do poke them because that's how you're stacking it quicker. And right here, I'm getting the autos on Vayne. Jhin gets a root, and I mean, we're just fully on him. And I try to get the kill. And, well, I'm not trying to get the kill, but I'm trying to make sure I do as much damage so Jhin could get the kill. Because I am a support. Right there, we were able to pick up the kill onto Vayne. And honestly, Jhin had a really beautiful root. Like, I would have probably missed that root right there. So that was huge by him. I wanted to look for some plate damage right there, but the thing was it took us so long to shove that wave that we just had to reset immediately. And so right here I opt for the tier because I want to start stacking it as soon as possible, because obviously we want our Mirror Mana quickly. And yeah, so now we're heading back in. The thing with Jhin, Ashe, like the thing is with Ashe in general, you want to go the support Ashe against a squishy comp. Now, the reason why Ashe support was so good here is because they have Lulu Vayne. These guys are squishy. It's very easy for us to kill them and poke them and be aggressive. Now, what I would have liked Jhin to do is actually freeze the wave right here. But Jin's kind of just shoving the wave. And so since Jhin was shoving the wave here, what we got to do is opt for some plate damage. And right here, you see me already trying to be aggressive with my Ws. And I want to try to damage them while they're clearing our minions. But right here, you see me. I get an auto attack on the turret. I'm looking for auto attacks where I can get them. And yeah, so we're just gonna consistently shove this wave in. So even though Vayne is able to get access to the wave, she still has to worry about our damage in CC. And as you see, we're just hitting the turret. I'm already taking a plate off of it, and we're doing our damage. I mean, look how low they are right here, just getting chunked out. This Vayne decides to go really aggressive, so I ult her kind of early. Since it was so early, it was really hard for my team to follow up on it. Right here, since Jin's in ult, I'm trying to make sure to shove the wave so we could get something done here. But the Wukong actually comes for a gank, and I still have heal.
And so I ended up pressing the heal a little early so that my teammates could actually get the movement speed. And we were able to pick up the kill onto Wukong, and my Jhin is getting extremely fed. Oh my god, the Vayne's so low. The Vayne dies as well. And I'm looking for another angle on her. I hit my W, and she ends up living. I don't know how she didn't die from my auto attack there. I guess that's just support Ashe things right there. How did I don't know how Morgana lived. She must have like either leveled up or got healed or something. Something, because I honestly have no idea how she lived that. Right here we're resetting. Because you know, we were on the map for quite a long time, and now I'm able to pick up my man immune, and I'm still trying to stack it as I'm walking. As you see, I'm using my W as I'm moving to stack it. And also I got my ultimate back up, and with Jhin, one of the best combos we got is Ashe ult into Jhin root, and then we just hit them with everything we got. And now the way they're gonna counteract that is Lulu's gonna ult, and we're most likely not gonna be able to kill anyone. It really depends on Jin's damage too, but and if they have exhaust or not. And so right here, you know, I'm looking for my W, trying to be as annoying as possible. And man, I'm telling you guys, this Ashe mandate build is crazy good, man. It is actually really good, but like I said, only played against squishy comps, and as you see right here, we landed our combo and we were able to get Lulu ult out. And the reason that's so huge is because Lulu's ult is a huge team fighting tool. And us getting it out so early means that it's really hard for them to team fight against us. And so right here, we forced the Jax's flash, but he comes over the wall, and as you see, I'm playing it slow. I'm just hitting the front line, and what I want to do is I want to slow them so Jhin can land his ultimate easier, and boom. I mean, this is the top Jhin right here, guys. This is the top Jhin in NA, landing all those ults, and he just went crazy right there. As you saw, I pinged him because I was like, damn, bro, you're going crazy. And so right here, I'm walking back up the river, and I got my Ashe ult up, so I'm kind of looking for an angle. And Jin's right here with me. I used the heal to get that movement speed to really create some distance, and then we just finish off the Vayne. I was like I was actually amazed like that I didn't get any kills right there. Like low key, even though I am the support, hey, I wouldn't mind a couple of kills. And so right here, I want to shove this wave before we reset, because we might as well. You know, their ADC is still dead, and it's good to deny as much gold as possible and kind of grow the lead. When you kill someone, when someone is dead on the enemy team, you want to make sure you take that time to get a gold lead, like, and that could be from getting plates, clearing an extra wave, you know, clearing some jungle. You know, you want to make sure you utilize their death effectively, and so we end up doing a great job at that. And so I'm coming back to lane. Jhin should be near here, and I land the ult on top of the Jhin root, and we were just able to lock up that kill onto Vayne pretty easily. And finally, I'm able to put a kill to my name. And right here, I want to make sure I clean out this ward, because I don't want them to be contesting this this dragon at all. I want them to be as far away from it as possible. So now we're coming back down, and we want to make sure we shove. It's very hard for me to not take the CS. Like, I want to take the CS so badly, because, you know, I got that ADC instinct. But right here, we just do a beautiful job of focusing down the turret, kind of ignoring what's going on the map, which is good, because we want to make sure that we just take the turret, keep getting ahead. And right here, I do have my ultimate up, and so I'm gonna start looking for an angle here. Boom! I throw the Ashe ult. Now I'm aiming it, trying to force it to go my way, and I was able to get the Wukong, but I mean, our teammates were just they were dead. They were dead. Nothing I could have done to save them there. But you know, Ashe ult is on such a low cooldown that I should throw it out anyways, just if there's any chance of my teammate living. So now I'm coming back down for this Vayne, because we don't want to give Vayne any free turret damage or just free gold in general. Luckily, the plates are all gone. Right here, I slow the Lulu so that Jhin can land everything, and I get my ultimate up. So I want to make sure I kind of look for an ultimate onto this Vayne. Boom. The Vayne actually has a decent amount of tenacity, but I'm able to secure the kill onto her. And so now I'm just going to be kind of hovering around mid. Lux actually landed a really good ult on Morgana, and yeah, Malphite gets an ult onto the freaking Morgana, and we also kill the Morgana. So we're kind of like, it just feels like wherever we're going, we're getting things done on the map. But Jace is also answering back by split pushing. You know, he's farming waves, he's taking turrets. Like, he is really starting to get ahead. And right here, I have my ultimate up, so that's why I'm kind of playing aggressive here. And I also have heal. And so right here, I make sure to flash first and then ult, so that I could actually like land my ult. But then Vayne actually ends up running me down, which was so unfortunate. Basically, I just overextended there, and that was my bad, and it ended up costing me a death. So that's the one thing with the support Ashe, is that, you know, it's positioning is very important, because, you know, you're not going to be a main damage dealer. You're not going to be having a lot of gold on your team. I mean, luckily the new support items allow you to have a decent amount of gold, but you know, you're not the carry. So your positioning truly matters, especially with how immobile you are. And when you're going meteor, you know, if they're on you, you're dead. You don't got stasis to bail you out. You don't got QSS. You don't got proto belt. But you're gonna see this meteor get a huge amount of value. And so right here, sadly, I have to be the one that's covering this lane. As you see, my 1v1 damage isn't too crazy, but it's still decent enough to hold off the Jax. I would much rather have the Malphite matching this Jax than myself, because I want to be on the map, you know, marking the opponents. But right here, I know that I need to start rotating for this Rift Herald, but since this Jax is here, I mean, I just can't keep giving him turrets. And so what I decide to do is clear this wave, and then either reset or I just walk up manually. Okay, so I'm walking up manually to the Rift Herald. And the reason for this is because it would actually take me longer to reset and go to Rift than just to walk up. And so, guys, I actually play this team fight really, really well. Like, really, really well. And so, Ashe support Ashe, I want to look for the Ashe ultimate either to start the fight or just catch someone out, really. So, right here, I'm just auto-attacking the Rift, kind of pulling it out down near us, which I think is a smart decision. And right here, I'm just using my W to poke, and I'm already marking them. And so if my teammates exploded, they exploded. But what I want to do is actually, I'm going to meteor first, and then Ashe ult, so they take the meteor damage. Boom. Do you guys see that? And basically from that, I mean, I carried the team fight like that. And also the Jax is just getting slowed, and I mean, this is just, it's not even close. I mean, they're getting destroyed from all ends right here. You know, we mark the Lulu again, and I'm just consistently slowing her, that there's nowhere for her to go. So as you see, you might be like, Zio, you just used your meteor, how is it back up again? That's the best thing about having the spectral sickle upgraded all the way, because one of the benefits is whenever you get a takedown, it reduces the cooldown of your enchantment. And so right here, as I'm on this turret, I throw my hawk shot to get vision to see if there's anyone coming to my lane. And I notice that there's no one coming to my lane. And I'm also seeing I might need to Ashe ult this. So I'm aiming it. I am actually ending up able to hit the Jax, but I don't think our teammates actually had enough damage to really capitalize off my ultimate. I'm also trying to get a meteor range, but the range is kind of small on it. So I kind of have to walk pretty close to really use it. Boom. I end up using it, but Morgana, look at Morgana, she just walks out of it. So using it is kind of hard when, you know, they're not knocked up, but like, dude, this Morgana's still alive. Oh my god, finally the Morgana was able to die. But right here, what I'm doing right here is buying time, because I don't want to give these guys the Infernal Dragon. So what I got to do is really buy time, and it's pretty hard to buy time. I am getting a little close to Wukong, but I am able to buy enough time. So I'm basically sacrificing myself so that they can't do the Infernal, which ends up working pretty well. Our Jhin ends up TPing in just to really make sure that nothing fishy is going on, which is good too, but I think the Jhin didn't necessarily need to TP in, but luckily I was able to get him off the Infernal. Now, I think I could have even played it a little bit more slower. I got a little too close to Wukong to where Wukong was able to dash on me, which was not good. Alright, so now, I mean, I just want to get back on the map because we got to contest this Infernal, and I'm kind of looking for the same combo. Meteor, Ashe ult. I think it's a pretty good way to really land the meteor damage. And right here, actually, I just decided to go for an ultimate because I want to be able to catch someone out. So I landed on Morgana, and since I was pretty far, we're actually able to kill Morgana pretty easily. I was gonna reset, but then I saw that the Jax was actually TPing in the fight, and I was like, what is going on? So I ended up metering, using my meteor. Don't get any value off of it. God, look how crazy Jax actually is. But we could just run them down at this point. Wukong is like chilling over here, but it was actually a clone. And then I see that big wave in the base, but I'm tanking the Infernal Dragon, so I couldn't reset to clear that wave. I was a little worried about it. But yeah, we just end up starting it and getting the Infernal Dragon. And this is really huge because, you know, we want to make sure that we keep scaling, and Infernal Dragon is really good for scaling. Look at this curve over the clone onto the main Wukong. Like, guys, that was clean. Go back and look at that. Go back and look at that. The way I curved that arrow to make sure it dodges the clone and hits Wukong was just beautiful, man. It was just beautiful. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it because I didn't know if Ashe's ult hitbox would have clipped the clone by accident. So I was glad it didn't because we could have maybe even lost inhib off that. So that was really good. Anyways, I mean, that just shows like how much work this Jax is putting in. And as you can see, this Jax is back in that lane, you know, trying to get ready to kind of clear out the Rift Herald and push for himself. Because the Jax knows that it's not really possible for his team to win team fights. Because our comp is just such a great team fighting comp. I mean, we have Lux CC, we have Malphite CC, we have My CC, we got Pantheon CC. We actually, every single one of our champions on our team have CC. And usually the better team fighting comp and ranked wins because, you know, you're not in VC with your teammates. So it's very rare that you're going to be able to, like, get away with, like, split pushing comps. Because your teammate, while you're split pushing, your teammates are just going to ent and kill themselves. So that's why it's really important to have a strong team fighting composition, which is what we do have. Which everyone just has really strong picks. And so right here, you know, I'm kind of getting a little frustrated because it's like, man, it feels like we can't do anything. And I can't ult because, you know, they have tenacity now at this point. So if I'm ulting this close, they're not really going to be CC'd for long enough. And we don't want to overextend for my Ashe ult too. You know, we want to make sure we have a clean team fight. And so as you see, I'm coming back down bot to match because it's like no one's matching the Jax. And you know, I'm kind of okay with it because it's like, all right, I could Ashe ult to mid if a team fight breaks loose, but it's like I'm pretty important I'm a pretty important team fighter. So right here, I Ashe ult. I'm looking to hit it onto the Morgana, but it's like, dude, the Morgana perfectly, like, sidestepped the Ashe ult. It was pretty crazy. Right here, though, the Jax was way too far ahead, and the Pantheon read the play and was able to come gank. Sadly, I did have to burn my flash, which is actually so crazy looking back at it. Like, that's actually so crazy that I had to burn my flash. Maybe I should let Wukong have some more time. And right here, I wanted to look for an arrow again, but... Oh, I actually do, but I think they end up getting the reset off time. Oh, I stopped them. I actually end up getting the stop on their resets mid, which was nice. But I want to start the Baron because their Jax is dead, and he's, you know, they're split pushing teammate. But at the same time, it's like I have so much gold too, so it's like, man, I wouldn't mind shopping either. So I end up putting my meteor out, and I don't land it. I come to kind of protect the Jhin, but then I end up getting caught out myself, going right into the vein. So it's like I should just let my teammates do whatever they were doing. Like, I low-key got baited by trying to come protect them. So I should just let them do their thing. Or I don't know. I mean, I think I went too crazy. I traded way too many autos with the Wukong. But our teammates were able to wipe that team fight, and now they're going to be able to end the game themselves. So, you know, overall, I think Imperial Mandate support Ashe is a thing that you should have in your arsenal. If you are a support that wants to try something new, this is definitely for you. And if you're an ADC player that gets auto-filled support, this is definitely a solid option for you. Let me know what your guys' thoughts on this build is, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.